CAT 2024 QA, slot 2, question number 11. Now, in this question, they have asked about the remainder that when 3 raised to power 333 is divided by 11, then what will be the remainder? Now, we could use Fermat's little remainder theorem. What we can do in this question when we have 3 raised to power triple 3 divide by 11. Now, this is the prime number here, P. The A is 3 and P minus 1, that is 10. 11 minus 1, 10. So what we can do, we can write it 3 raised to power 10 multiplied by 30, or we may write it 3 raised to power 30 raised to power 10 multiplied by 3 raised to power 3 divide by 11. Now, as per this format, A raised to power P minus 1 by P, where A is 3 raised to power 30 raised to power P minus 1. So we're going to get the remainder when 3 ka cube, that means 27, we divide by 11. The remainder we're going to get, that is 5. 11 into 2, 22. 5 is the remainder. So that should be the answer. And if I look at the answer, that is 5 only. It's quite simple, very easy. Look at the next question number 12. In the question number 12, this is a kind of 10th class question if we just see to that carefully, where we have to find out the roots. Now let's look at this question. What exactly it says? It says 3x square plus lambda x minus 1, that is equal to 0. So from here we can say, because they say alpha and beta are the roots, so we can say alpha plus beta, that is equal to minus b upon a, and here we can say minus lambda upon a, which is 3. The same way we have alpha beta. The alpha beta, the formula for that is c upon a. So as per the formula, as per the equation, we can say minus 1 upon 3. Now, when we have been given 1 by alpha square plus 1 by beta square equal to 15, this further can be taken an LCM, and we can write it alpha square beta square. Here we get beta square plus alpha square, and that is equal to 15. Now, to solve it further, what we can do, we have now alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta, that is equal to alpha square plus beta square divide by alpha square beta square, that is equal to 15. Now if I replace the values at alpha square beta square, we can have alpha beta square, that means 1 by 9. Here also, where we have 2 alpha beta, we can say 2 upon 9, sorry, 2 upon 3, and this minus into minus gets plus. Now, alpha plus beta is minus lambda by 3, so we can write that lambda square by 9. Now, if we take LCM of 3 and 9, that gets 9. That means I can multiply 3 here, I can multiply 3 here. Now, this equation can be written as lambda square plus 2 into 3, 6 is equal to 15, because this 9 will get cancelled out with the LCM. From here, I can get lambda square is equal to 9. That means the value of lambda going to be plus minus 3. This is the first step where we have to stop. Now put this value here, minus lambda 3. That means the value of alpha plus beta is going to be plus minus 1, depending on the plus and minus sign. I hope this is quite clear here. Now the value which we have to find out, that is alpha cube plus beta cube ka square. Now this can be written as alpha plus beta whole cube minus 3 alpha beta into alpha plus beta. Now if I take alpha plus beta plus 1, that is 1 cube minus 3 into minus 1 by 3, that is 1 plus 3 into 1 by 3, that will get cancelled into alpha plus beta, that we have taken plus 1 right now, and we have to do a square of this, as we have the square here. So the square will be here. So the value we get 1 plus 1, 2, 2 square, that is equal to 4. Now the same value we will get if we put alpha plus beta as minus 1 also. In that case, this will become alpha plus beta cube, that will be minus 1. And here we'll get minus 1. So minus 1, we're going to get minus 2 square. Again, we get the answer as 4. That means the answer to this question is 4. Again, a quite easy, doable one. A 10th class student, again, I'll say can do it easily. Look at the question number 13. In the 13th question, let's write down the equation first on a separate page. Now, this is a statement given to us. We can cross check that. X bar plus y 15 and x plus y bar minus y 20 and x minus y we have to find out. So first of all, let's convert this equation. Let's have this equation as x bar, that is equal to 15 minus x minus y, and here I can have y bar, that is equal to 20 minus x plus y. Now, if I see carefully, now x and y, there are bar outside, so we can have 4 different values. That means we can have x as in the first quadrant and y in the first quadrant. That means they both can be plus and plus. Second quadrant, x can be minus, y can be plus. Third quadrant, both can be minus. And the last quadrant, x is going to be plus and y is going to be minus. So this is the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. Now, which one of them going to apply? Let's understand that. Like if we put y bar, if let's put y as equal to plus y, for example, what we are taking these two things first of all. So if y is y plus, that means we get y is equal to 20 minus x plus y. Y gets cancelled with y. That means x is equal to 20. So if we have y as positive, we should get x as positive. That means this is not right. Now, let's see if we put this x20 in the first equation, will I get a positive y? Let's check this out. Now, if I put x as 20 in this equation, we get 20 is equal to 15 minus 20 minus 5 minus y. Now, this gives me y is equal to minus 25. That means this is also not possible, and clear cut it gives me the indication that if x is x is positive, then y has to be negative. Clear cut indication I have, that means x has to be positive and y has to be negative. Now, if I put these values in the equation, then I should get my answer. Let's do that now. If I put x as positive now, so it get x plus y, that is equal to 15. That means 2x plus y, that is equal to 15. Now, in the second equation, let's take y as negative because you have y bar here. So this says x minus y minus y, that is equal to 20. That means x minus 2y, that is equal to 20. Now, if we solve if we solve these two equations, the first equation can be rewritten as 4x plus 2y, that is equal to 30. We just multiplied this by 2. Now, if we add both these equations, we get 5x equal to 50. That means x is equal to 10. And if I put x as 10, so here we get 20 plus y equal to 15. Put in any value. So let's say 2x plus y equal to 15. That means 20 plus y equal to 15. And y is going to be minus 5. We get x equal to 10, y equal to minus 5. And as in the question, we have to find the value of x minus y. So x is 10 minus of 5. That means x plus 5, the answer should be 15. So this is the answer I have. I hope it is quite clear now. Now look at the question number 14. It says if ABCD is the trapezium with AB is parallel to CD, sides AD and BC when extended intersect at point E. AB is 2, CD is 1. So let's say smaller one is AB. Sorry, smaller one is CD and the bigger one we have AB. So they are parallel to each other. Let's say this is AB, it is 2, and this is CD, which is 1. And then this is a trapezium, so let's make them. This is a trapezium we have. Now they said, now the question says sides AD and BC were extended, and they were extended in such a way that they met at E. So let's see, this is the point E. Now, if we see carefully, this is 1 and this is 2, and we know these lines going to be parallel. This makes the basic proportionality theorem BPT, which we studied in class 9th or 10th, where it says the ratio in which CD divided by AB, the ratio of CD divided by AB, that should be the ratio of ED by EA or EC by EB. And also they said the parameter of ABCD is 6. That means if this is X and this is Y, so that means this also should be X and this should be Y. Then the parameter in centimeter of triangle AEB. Now triangle AEB will be AB plus twice of X plus Y. That should be the parameter. And in the first case which we have where the parameter was completely 6, so 1 plus 2, 3 and X plus Y, that should be also equal to 3 if we add X and Y. So that means this is 2 plus 2 into 3, 6. That means 8 is the answer we get. That is the answer here. Quite easy question. Again, this cat was not that tough. Now they say the coordinates of three vertices of a triangle are 1, 2, 7, 2, and 110. Then the radius of the incircle. Now, radius of incircle, the formula for that goes like area divided by semi-parameter. Now, first of all, you have to find out the area of this triangle. So let's find out the area. The points which they have given to the triangle are 1, 2, 7, 2, and 110. Let's say this is A, this is B, and this is C. So as we see the y coordinates of these two A and B point and A and C points, x coordinates, epsilon are same. So let's find out the distance first because that may help us in finding out what kind of triangle this is. So if I try to find out the length AB, that is by the use of distance formula, 7 minus 1, 6, 6 square 36 plus 0, 36. That means they should be 6. Using the distance formula which says x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. That is the distance formula we are using right now. So the same way BC when we get 7 minus 1 6 square 36, 10 minus 2 8 square 64, 36 and 64 10 square, that is 100. So BC should be 10 and AC should be 10 minus 2 8 square, that is again 1 minus 1 0. That means this makes a Pythagoras theorem. This makes a Pythagoras theorem. That means the hypotenuse BC, which is the highest one, that is 10, and we can say this is AB is 6 and the AC is 8, and the area for the right angle triangle gonna be half into base into perpendicular, and the semi parameter is going to be 10 plus 8 18 plus 6 24 by 2 12. So this is going to be the ratio of A by S, that is the radius of encircle. So we have half into base, which we have, that is 6, perpendicular we have 8 divided by 12. This goes here 2 into 3, 3 into 4, 4 into 2. That means the incircle, the radius is 2. That is the clear cut answer I have. I hope you guys understood this also. The answer is 2. So in the next video, we'll cover the next questions from 16 onwards. Till that time, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys will subscribe. You guys will share with your friends so they can understand the cat questions better. Do like, comment, and share as much as you possible. Thank you so much.